All right, well, as you saw on the dyno there, the car made 284 horsepower to the wheels. This thing, being the Japanese import version of this engine, it was rated at 280 at the flywheel from the factory, so it's a pretty good number. What you didn't see there was that the thing is just running super rich and not having any real tuning ability on it. We have the fuel pressure regulator set a little bit high, just you know, make sure we had a conservative tune. Don't want to be blowing up any gaskets or anything on this thing. So right now we're going to put in a aftermarket standalone NGK AFX wideband O2 sensor, so we can get a look at where this thing is and adjust on the fuel pressure a little bit and get it to run closer to where it should be running, maybe about 11.5 to 1 or so. Do what?
You remember what was there?
Okay, that was like 3 years ago when we did that. You've had that exhaust in and out there more than I have.
No.
We're bolts to the downpipe. Those are going to be metric. All right, we're taking the downpipe out. Matt's getting it out of there for us. We find a location where we're going to get it mounted in there. I was going to show this real quick. We got a little new addition to the shop here. A little small milling machine. Oh yeah, we already got it customized. So it's a little baby, you know, mini milling machine, but I don't know anything about vices and what size to get, so I thought, hey, bigger is better, but we got the big, huge milling vise on the little bitty machine, but hey, it's working and we're making it work. So these are pretty cool, these big annular cutters. I believe they're carbide, or they may be just high-speed tool steel, but they're pretty strong and got some really aggressive, thick teeth on them there, and just, you know, punch through this like butter, and it leaves a real nice finish. So, and I bought a smaller set of these for smaller holes, and I think it'll work well on this. It doesn't leave much of a burr on the backside like a regular drill bit does. And so I just did a little practice milling on this. I had a bunch of this aluminum stuff that I had some old brackets made out of, and so just kind of trying to get them squared off, and see it leaves a, did this with an end mill, a 3/4 inch end mill, leaves a nice finish on there. So anyway, we're going to poke a hole in this and get the bung welded in. Alright, well, we're all clamped in here and set up now. So go ahead and get this thing on. And it recommends 500 RPMs for this, so I'm going to crank it on up here. That's close enough. Yeah, won't let you run it without this safety thing closed. So let's spray a little lube on here. turn it off there, and let's crank the handle back up, raise it all up. Take your left hand, hold the top of it.
Let's get some weight to it.
It's a little more finesse than. Oh, hang on. We got the locks on.
Oh, hey, yeah. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, that probably wasn't good.
Oh. All the way?
Yeah, that's good. All right, so we got a nice clean hole there, and we'll get this cleaned up and get it ready to weld. Got it?
Better than it was.
That'll work. What we got? Little Pyrex cup added to the TIG torch here, and it also gives a gas diffuser lens to give you a better gas shielding. But one of the things that helps you with is if you're putting it in a corner or a tight spot and you can't quite see, you know, you can actually see down through the glass and see the puddle where otherwise, you know, maybe something would be obstructing it. So kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing welded in.
All right.
Got our O2 sensor bung mounted in there, and now this is the little display unit that you gotta, you know, mount somewhere. So his radio won't fit in the factory location, so I made this little aluminum plate and machined that, or milled that slot out on the new milling machine. Punched the holes in it there, and what's the old saying about measure once and cut twice, or cut twice and measure once? I don't know, something like that. Finally got this looking how I want it. Just an aluminum 1/4-inch round bar to make a little border go around that, kind of clean it up a little bit. So we're gonna get this welded in place here and go from there. Alright, well, you can see we got the wideband air fuel meter hooked up there, running about 14.5 to 1, kind of at idle and cruising around. And as it comes into boost, it gets a little richer. A little too rich, you saw it drop down to the 10s. That's why we hooked this up to see why it's running so rich. So just cruising in the Mustang here.